Okay, thank you. And my last question on this is, you're talking about using this data to predict future crimes and the steps you would take to prevent those. What are those steps that you're talking about?
Well, as we are working nowadays, we are reading the crimes statistics and incident reports daily base, weekly base, and annual base. And it gives us a trend about the number of crimes that occur in specific areas by specific type of people or nationalities. So we can focus on these areas with some actions, like providing these areas with some resources, human resources, so we can get real on-time information. So we are also getting another type of information from the CID department, and we merge all this information in the way that we can read and understand how it may goes, so we can also take our steps ahead and maintain whatever probably may happen, because the one who is committing a crime, there are people and they stay in some places or move in some way, so we understand them. This kind of criminal actions or behavior, it can be understood.
Okay. Great. I would say two important questions, and one partly you already answered, is the effective use of this data analytics. So, Dubai Police always seems to marvel at doing things that are, you're a forerunner, you're a front runner, no doubt about that. So one is that you said is, without mentioning your profiling, you're saying, but, crime has no profile. So there could be newer types of crime and, example, economic offenses, white-collar crime. So what kind of database are you building to think about crimes in the future? It's not just a murder or a robbery or burglary. We're looking here, people embezzlement, people, bank accounts, that. People sending message, you won $1 million. So how are you able to look at new generation crimes to think into the future? How could you use predictive data analytics to think about what could be the next type of crime in Dubai, which is not the standard crime?
Well, let me clear it. We are talking about the emergency response, not a crime that been planned by some people or organizations or individuals to commit in, let me say, in step-by-step or kind of process, continuous process. These kinds of crimes belongs to CID department. They are the one who is planning and reacting upon this kind of crimes. I am talking about the incident, on-time crime that may occur on any place or part in Dubai. So we are providing the police patrols dispatching, the CID staff dispatching,
Okay.
the traffic department dispatching, ambulance, and so on. So it's kind of different type of incidents. So we don't react on that. We react on real-time incidents.
Good. So your data, do you have like predictive analysis of which days of the week, which time is there likely to be a problem where your petrol needs to go there? Like say beach, where which day of the week would the beach be crowded? There could be a potential problem, and therefore the petrol can reach there and preempt the crime from happening.
Yeah, that's what we used to do.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you.
For example, right now, we have Eid, holidays,
yeah.
and lots of people are on holidays and taking vacation and going out of country. So, the airport zone is very hot zone, crowded by vehicles and people. We are managing this kind of stuff in precautions and taking steps ahead, meetings, launching some initiatives and awareing the people. In addition to that, we are adding our resources in the way that people can go and come out of the airport route in a smooth way without hanging there. This is one kind of our response.
Awesome. Thank you. Shukran.
Okay, Wayne or Michael, any questions?
It was not so much a question. It was just a comment. One, thank you for doing the SWOT analysis and the Pareto charts and the improved performance. I was just a little change that you may want to consider is that in addressing the SWOT analysis, the weaknesses and the threats, by your work that you've done very well, it might be something later on that some before and after comparison of the weaknesses and the threats that you've overcome with your solution. And that may be something that could be done in the later on. And also in your slide, you had SWAT as SWAT, and I didn't know if that was the special weapons and tactics or strengths, weaknesses, and threats in one of the other slides. So I don't know. I can't. I don't know the context. So I just sorry if I didn't know.
It confused everybody.
Yeah.
We are working in police, so we also confused between SWAT and SWAT, the analysis and tactical team.
My sister
We are more confusing, you know.
My sister was in the SWAT, and I wouldn't like to mess with her in the SWAT.
By the way, I work with the SWAT team.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
No, that was all.
Wayne, if you had a question?
Yeah, I just had a question. I realised the indicators have shown improvement. Has there been a change in approach by the Dubai police to crime? Or has it just been business as usual for the last, 4 or 5 years? Has there been a change in your approach to crime prevention?
Can you repeat again? I couldn't hear you properly.
Okay, so the indicators have improved obviously through different data collection and maybe, as Sunil talked about, predictive analysis. Has the Dubai police actually taken a different approach to crime prevention in any way?
Yes, there's sorts of steps being taken by different departments, not only by your command and control department. The main department who concerned about the precaution of to face the crimes is the CID department and the police stations who belongs to the CID departments, or they are working under the umbrella of CID department. But still we are, as a command and control center or operations department, also are responding instantly for the right real-time emergencies. And we do some kind of advanced response for crimes. Depending on the crimes, we can do instantly a siege plan and doing 3 levels of parameters to control the criminals. Even if they have weapons, we can respond to them. And they have tactical team, we can dispatch them, and we train our staff to face this kind of incidents, and we enforce them or empower them with tactical weapons. Some of our police patrols, not just tactical teams, some of patrols are also, as I'm telling you, they have a tactical weapons. So they can respond for like these kinds of crimes. And if you are talking about kind of robberies or threatening, our response is very quick and very like you can say kind of strike. We can do that within 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. That's how shown in the record, and sometimes we do better also, because the providing the availability of police patrols in the zones and their parameters of dispatching and responding is being setted and tested and reporting from command and control center to the police stations, CID departments, and even these KPIs are entered in their own KPI performance. The individuals, not the only police stations and the officers. The response time is in their own KPI evaluation for their own yearly evaluation. So it is kind of deep drilling of the process, and we've assigned the task to everybody from the head of the police station department down to the police patrol officer. And even for the command and control center, if you will go through that, the process starts from the call takers to dispatchers to camera officer to duty officer.